Hi lovely people, welcome to SOP Football. We brought you all the latest updates, all the coverage, all the predictions and analysis with our lovely experts. Some of them you already know. So please make sure that you like, subscribe, and please look forward for more updates that we'll be having every week. All right, thank you.
Hey everyone, you have me as your host or your anchor today. I'm not CY. I won't be introducing people as the what?
Juggernauts.
The juggernauts.
Juggernauts.
We are not juggernauting anything here. But it's a wonderful feeling to be here today again. And I have with me, my name is Titi Loye. I have here Mr. Daniel. Are you an Arsenal fan or a Man U fan?
Barcelona.
Okay, he's an astute Barcelona fan.
And Man City.
Remember them, right? These are the people that cheat their way through success in football.
Oh, don't say that.
And then I have Baka here. All of you, I don't need to introduce Baka to you. He's been on the platform since the inception. So now today we want to talk about Chelsea, right? We're still talking about Chelsea. I think it's important we give them their flowers. So I want to go through with you, both of you today, right? I want to go through with you in terms of how well would you think Chelsea has come this season? Are they struggling? Are they upcoming? Can you see the light at the end of the tunnel for Chelsea?
I think so far we've known what the team is about because we know the teams they play well against. We know the teams that they struggle against. So, like the top teams that try to attack, Chelsea plays well against them. But then they need to figure out how to play well against the bottom half teams. So, overall, after 12 games, with the money they've spent, I think you have to be disappointed a bit when you look at the table.
I like the fact that you're saying it the way it is, right?
Yeah.
With the money they've spent. Okay?
Yeah, because you spent the most and you're still 10th on the table. Even Man United that people keep attacking that they didn't start the season well.
They are 5th or 6th on the table.
Points ahead of them. Yeah, so, but for me, I had them finishing in the top 5 and I think that should still be their target.
You call that. You call that. Even I didn't call top 5 for Chelsea. I think I called top 8 for Chelsea, but you called top 5 from the very beginning of the season, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Mr. Daniel, I know you hate Chelsea because you're a Barcelona fan, and you will never forget that Champions League defeat. So, tell me, and I know you do watch the Premier League, right?
Yeah.
But so tell me, what is your overall impression of Chelsea so far this season?
Well, I will say that Chelsea this season has been very, very poor, honestly. I wouldn't use the last 3 games to
judge
rate the overall performances.
Okay.
But in respective, I still give them their cap for the last 3 matches. But overall performances, it's not the Chelsea, You know, they won the Champions League against Man City previous season. So I don't know why they are celebrating this draw like it's a treble or something. But irrespective, I do not expect Chelsea to be where they are at the moment.
I think you're still bitter about that game, right? That Champions League game. Anyways,
No.
But speaking of the last 3 games, I think it actually sums up their season. Their last 3 games, because like against Brentford they lost, against Tottenham they had a team that wanted to attack. They played their game, they won. Even though it was against 9 men, but at least they still won the game because the mistake. Obviously, we have to give them credit for that. Then Man City they drew. Very good game. I think the best game this season, one of the best I think we've watched in the last 10 years.
Well, yeah, I don't want to drag Manchester United into this conversation, but I think I have to drag them. You see, there's one thing I've noticed. When Manchester United come out to play, they often lose the game. When they start their game, they don't score, they lose, right? But on the reverse side, right? Even when Chelsea, when they were losing, you could see the way they were playing. You could see that they were not quite clinical in terms of their finishes, right? Do you think now they've broken the duck? Do you think that from here on, it's going to go like that man said, right? Or it's just that they were fortunate to play attacking teams in the last 3 games? That's why we think they are back.
That's Man United.
Chelsea now.
Oh, Chelsea. For me, Chelsea, I think it's still they have the same struggle. I think it's, like you mentioned, Man United, it's the same thing they had under Ole, whereby teams that sit back, they struggle against them. Teams that are ready to attack, They have players that can explore that kind of weakness. So Chelsea are in the same phase right now, whereby teams that are open.
So we should not share the Chelsea testimony because it's not yet ripe. It's still work in progress.
It's work in progress because 12 games is already 1/3 of the season, so it's enough to try to measure how the team is. And for me, those 12 games actually show us Chelsea still have some work to do. But I feel like those teams that they can finish ahead of, like Brighton, Aston Villa,
Chelsea
Newcastle, they still have enough to be able to.
Brighton alongside Chelsea. You see how bad it has gotten for you guys? See what?
Yeah, because those are the teams that are ready to take the next step and to take those positions if any other team tried to. Yeah, so for me, that's why I still think they're a top 5 team. They can still finish ahead of Spurs, but to finish ahead of Spurs, that's they were 17 points behind Spurs at some point already.
Yes.
Now it's already 10 points. So that's going to be 17 point swing.
Okay.
That's going to be massive.
All right, let me quickly go to Daniel. I'm going to ask you different questions because I know you are really, really bitter about Chelsea.
No, you're judging me wrongly.
Everything you have said. Man, you went for the juggler. You said they were poor.
No, if Pastor Bonnie, he's not here. You could remember I told him that, okay, Chelsea, you're not winning this game, but you can get a draw.
Okay.
So they're not really poor.
So my question to you, Danny, is this. Do you think Chelsea is being over-criticized because of the amount of money they have spent? Is that the yardstick, or it's actually the performance?
I would say they are over-criticized because just like one of the Chelsea fans that was in the section said, you have to give them time they got new players and a lot of exchanges have been made, so there's what we call team bonding, and we have to give them that time. And I would say that if you from this past 3 matches, you're going to see a new Chelsea.
Oh.
Because yes, there's a team spirit that is called in football.
So you're saying Chelsea have resurrected?
Yeah. Watch the next match. Watch the next match and call me back to this section. You're going to see. I think now you're the one hitting on Chelsea.
No. My job is to anchor the section
because
and not have an opinion.
With the whole media hype, with the way, if you watch the game against Man City, I love Man City and I love them. But if you watch the match against Man City, nobody would have believed Chelsea would resurrect or play that kind of match, scoring Man City 4. So with that spirit, they can actually win. Both the lesser clubs they usually lost against
until we play Birmingham City. Thank you. I like the fact.
Let me just ask him regarding, if you mentioned bonding, right? Because Nkunku is coming back. Lavia, that guy is a flop also. Ben Chilwell. And there's one more last person. So there are four key players that are coming back. Those guys have not really played this season. So don't you think it might affect if it comes to chemistry? The midfield looks good now, but Lavia is coming back, Nkunku is coming back.
Well, like I said, there's what we call team spirit already. Though they are coming back, but what the Chelsea against the last 3 matches they played, I was like, wow. It was high positivity. So whether they're just coming back or they're joining the club new, I think Chelsea has a good chance of even making top 5.
I think at this point in time, man, you're just overcompensating for Chelsea. Now you're saying so many sweet things, which I quite frankly don't agree with all of them, but I get you. So my last question to both of you is this. This season, I'm judging by the 12 games. If you're going to rate Chelsea, I would, on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you put them?
1 to 10. I think 4.5.
Thank you.
To be honest.
I give them 6.
6.
Yeah.
Now, my last question, who has been Chelsea's star player of the season so far?
Okay, for me, it's this guy, Conor Gallagher. Man, that guy is amazing. The way he plays, he embodies the way Chelsea plays in those big games. You can see the guy ready to take tackles, everything. For me, it's the games I've watched this season, that guy stands out.
All right. The games. I want to appreciate you, Baka, for coming on the platform. Thank you, Danny, for coming on the platform. And from us at SOP Football, it's a wrap.